Hi, this is going to be a bit of a mental journal, mental pickup, checkup, something like that. Um, this is gonna be sort of my way of venting since I don't really feel comfortable with the idea of opening up to people, even to especially not my family or many people who I hang out with, well, ones who are still left. But I just feel out of place. Doesn't really matter what the environment is. I just feel out of place. And I guess like sort of a way is like just like sort of like a black sheep feeling, which coincidentally enough when I was born in the year of, I'm pretty sure it was the sheep. It was 2003. It's not like anyone's gonna check anyway. I'm putting this video on my other channel, even though my main channel is still small by all metrics. But this one is literally a no subs channel. I'm not counting myself as a sub, even though it says one. The other sub is literally myself, but I just feel out of place. Um, like I can hold like a conversation down. I can do that as long as like we have something interesting to talk about. At least like, something that both of us are interested in. But other than that, I I don't really feel comfortable with one who I am. Two, around other people in the sense of being comfortable around them. You know what I mean? Probably not. It depends on who watches this video, which I doubt will be many, if not at all. But I don't know. With the stuff I'm talking about, it might get some views. Who knows? Whatever the fuck. This is not gonna be edited, by the way. So you just got whoever does sit through all this, well, hey, good on you. But um, yeah, I just don't feel comfortable with a lot of things, mainly towards myself, and this could all purely just be a like just anxiety, mental freaking thing, or whatever the hell. But I uh, I don't really like I don't show myself what I actually am, if that sort of makes sense. Like I don't really open myself up to a lot, mainly just due to feeling like I would be viewed as, I don't know, some freaking like a absolute oddball, which regardless of what I do, I feel like I am. And it's not like I can do much about that. So I just, like, even when I think about myself, I just feel out of place. I don't like I don't like hearing myself, or at least hearing recordings of myself. I have to hear myself every day, so you can't really do much about that. I don't like looking at myself, especially if you struggle to maintain your own weight, which I have, but still am, especially since coming out of that whole basic training stuff, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I squandered all the effort I made, all the progress I made in basic by gaining a lot of that weight back. So there's that. I see. I personally feel like I have a lot of uh, cons instead of pros. Like I'll say like the few pros I have is one that I'm relatively competent in drawing back because I don't really view myself that highly. Back in the day, I used to view myself highly. Well, I say back in the day, I mean like when I first just got into drawing, I used to think I was the shit compared to like all of my other classmates. And then at some point something struck me as like, okay, I should probably stop thinking I'm like the top dog because really I'm not. I'm not the top dog, and I don't really like to describe myself as the best and anything like that. When I describe myself, I keep it. I like to really just at this point, like thinking back of it, I've really like just downplaying myself like to a significant degree. I guess is one way of putting it. So I don't sound like I'm tooting my own horn, something like that. Also, doesn't help that I can't speak that well, regardless of how well. Really, I just don't talk to a lot of people that much, or go out of my way to talk to a lot of people that much. So, um, but I can still like you know talk to people. I can still hold like a conversation. It's just that I tend to be very close to myself. I tend to stay very close to myself, even working this new convenience store job as a cashier. Even my manager and some of the customers who was with the manager who was like, "Hey, you're very shy." I was like, "Can't really do much about that. It's gonna stay that way." Even if I, even if I know someone like for like a long while, like some people I on and off again hang out with because I just have the fucking worst timing and keep trying to talk with them when they're busy. So, but part of me is like, okay, maybe they just don't want to hang out, or maybe I'm just like not really good enough for them anymore to hang out with, or they found someone to replace me and all that stuff, which part of me was like, I don't blame them. It was bound to happen anyway. You know what I mean? It was bound to happen. I think like that about a lot of things. About a lot of people. I was like, okay, yeah. They'll probably just they just tolerate me. And given the chance, they'll probably just replace. They'll easily find someone else to replace me with, and they'll be probably a lot better off for it. So yeah, I don't really view myself highly. Frankly, I like more or so just view myself in the sense that yeah, it'd be pretty much just better off if I wasn't in like around these people, so like they don't have to deal with me. Because regardless of how much, like if we were to hang out and regardless if we were to hang out, it seems like a good time. It still part of me thinks like, yeah, they'd probably just be better off if I wasn't there, and or at least the quicker I'm gone, the better time they would have, which is not a healthy way of looking at things. But And again, this is how I view things because of probably some freaking un unaddressed, probably some unaddressed mental issues and drama from back in my very younger days, which is, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go to like a therapist or something. One, I don't have the damn insurance to pay for that, and two, uh, it's gonna be very hard for me to open up to someone. I'm fine with opening up like this because one, I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just talking essentially to myself. But even then, I'm uploading this on a YouTube channel that doesn't get any views because when you look at this channel compared to all the one, there's millions of channels out there. Possibly, there's millions of channels out there. The likelihood of this popping off is like fucking 0 to 1 million. So I doubt this is gonna get a lot of attention, or any for that matter. So I'm comfortable doing things like this. So because of the lack of attention it's gonna get. But on the off chance this does go viral somehow, I don't know why it would, but if it ever does, well, now you guys know how. Now the people who watch this will have a glimpse of what works inside my head when it comes to some of this stuff. I'm not comfortable talking to other people like this because, to be honest with you, there's a lot of bottled up emotion, and it's not healthy to have have a lot of bottled up emotion because it tends to either ends up with you hurting someone, or in my case, especially as it happened like relatively recently, hurting yourself, which is a habit, a bad one. That habit I developed um back in either elementary or high school. It was one of those two. It definitely got bad in high school. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, there's that. Um, so like, I'm more comfortable doing things this way, so I don't have to talk physically to anyone because I don't have to. They won't see what this, so I don't. Because I end up getting very emotional when I'm talking to other people, especially if I felt like I did something wrong, even if I didn't, which happened recently when I was at work and my brother was training me. I got a bit very emotional due to my perception that I was doing something wrong, but in reality, he was just being just trying to teach me some good cashier habits. But even then, I feel like even on my later shifts, I just feel like I'm doing things wrong. I mean, hell, got I almost freaking got ripped off because I almost gave a guy more money in change than what actually was needed to do because I was rushing when I didn't need to, and I did some wrong moves. I feel like if I was going too slow, uh, I would do more things wrong unintentionally. So there's all that bullshit, and yeah. What makes this all bearable is that I am, at least for now, for however long I hold that job for, getting paid. And even then, I don't know how long that will last. I don't know how long this army shit's gonna last either. Because I feel like on a fucking punching bag at work. Like the joke in my fucking unit, even though it's a guard unit. I mean, like made up of three NCOs. One, this fucking Sicilian guy. Then there's my section sergeant. Then there's well, actually, it's four NCOs. Then there's this then there's this Polish guy who happens to be a cop. And there's the junior enlisted, which is a fucking ranger. Yeah, a fucking RASP certified ranger, straight off of active duty. A marine. A guy from fucking Riley, and a buddy of mine from someone I knew from my time at the recruit sustainment program last year. And I just feel freaking I just feel one, unqualified, and two, the butt of the joke, and just the fucking whatever the fuck, the damn, just a joke over there, which is like, it's like a 50-50 of whether or not it's true or not. It doesn't change how I feel about things. 1 second. Mike's still muted. Sorry about that. Um, Someone was leaving the room to go use the latrine, and I didn't want anyone to really hear me talking about myself. So yeah, I forgot where I left off, but basically, point is, like, I just don't feel right. I don't feel comfortable with myself. A lot of things. I don't talk about my family a lot about a lot of things. I'll probably keep it that way because some, like, even though like half of them will probably accept who I am, or half will have trouble with it, and I'd rather not open up that powder keg. But it's not like I can do much about it. I say like right now, I don't feel happy on at least happy on a consistent basis. Like I feel more down more unhappy, more not not comfortable, not in a good mood, upset, uncomfortable with my situation, with myself on both physical and mental basis. But it's not like I can do much about it. So um, I'll just do this because it'll let me vent, and it will save me the still ever looming threat of me having to open up to people when I don't want to. I did that once. I opened up to someone once, and nothing came out of it because, well, just nothing ever did. And I feel embarrassed. I feel like, why the fuck did I do that? Especially at that age. Like, I I probably would have done me better to keep that shit to myself. Or maybe talk about it another time, because or just keep it to myself in general, because I don't like. I feel like when I'm around people, I feel like I am not welcomed, nor do I feel like I'm like contributing to whatever's going on. I feel like I'd make a better contribution if I was not there at all. So yeah, but, but yeah, don't hurt yourself. It's a very bad habit to have, which I unfortunately still have, because it reared its fucking head some months ago during the last couple weeks of army training. Reared its head, and I freaking banged my head against um a brick wall, and I was drill sergeant confronted me about it, and he's but yeah, I can't get help because I don't have fucking health insurance, and I'm not about to go into debt because of it. So I'll just have to find my own ways of coping with it until I feel more comfortable with opening up to people, which likely won't happen anytime soon. Because I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be real. It's gonna take a lot to open me up about this sort of shit. It really is. I don't like talking about it with anyone. So it's gonna take someone special to fucking do it. And again, part of me is like, yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen. So yeah, it is what it is. And even then, I don't have a lot. It is what it is left in me. Like, recently, it's fucking getting a bit much. Dealing with fucking like dealing with the stress of thinking like everyone's like I'm doing something wrong, which where when I'm not, and just dealing with that constant stress is probably why I'm fucking like starting to bald too. So yeah, there's that fucking middle finger. But yeah, again, this is not like this video is gonna go anywhere. I mean, go anywhere. I mean, like fucking blow up. So I am at least that's part I can like I can be happy with. Like, yeah, no one really is gonna know about this sort of shit, or at least not enough people are just gonna notice this shit and I can do anything about it. Like the likelihood of someone I know watching this video is like slim to none, and so I can at least sit back and be like, yeah, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about anyone like freaking hitting me up about this sort of shit. So yeah, this is just my way of emotionally venting, since I don't see myself doing this with anyone else. And I don't, and I'm not saying in front of anyone. There's no one around me actively listening to this, impersonating, and it's just me. I can take comfort in just when I upload this video. I can just go away and freaking just stay in my room. It's per usual. Stick to my own little slice of the world. I still have some control and safety and um like a sense of comfort and safety in. But yeah, that'll be all. If you somehow, whoever's watching, make it this far, well, hey, I guess so. There's links in my description to some social medias and a Patreon, so there's that. Um, yep, that'll be all for this video. Thank you for listening. It means something to me, and yeah, I'll see. Maybe I'll see you again later. I don't know. But if I upload again, it basically means I'm not dead yet. So yeah, see ya.